NEA Fund is our federal PAC. It works to elect pro-public education candidates up and down the ballot. We can click it again. A federal PAC, though, what's different than what you may know of as, why would you pay into GB PAC? That's different. A federal PAC requires that you are from a solicitable class. That means you're a teacher or a teacher's family, members of the member household, and all contributions are reported to the FEC, which regulates the PACs. One rule is that under these contributions, they have to be voluntary. You have to opt in, not opt out. And so they can only come from, like I said, members of the families or teachers in those households, and all contributions have to be documented. That's why we have the envelopes that we're going to be talking to you about in a little bit. Next one. So what is the NEA Fund and who do we recommend? We recommend both candidates, both Democrat and Republican candidates, depending on are they in favor of you. If you've got a candidate that doesn't support our beliefs, then we're not going to be looking to invest in them and support them, whether they're a Democrat or Republican. They just have to apply. A couple years ago when we were at Washington, D.C., if at that point Senator Huckabee had actually won, or Governor Huckabee, was it? Had actually won his bid to be the Republican nominee, we would have had to have a vote at the NEA election, or the NEARA, between Barack Obama and Mike Huckabee, because both of them had submitted their papers. He was the only Republican who had, and actually gave a very positive speech when he was talking to us in Philly. So next. Gives you just a slight breakdown of where the money is spent, and that actually appears on a flyer in your packet that you're going to have. It has some of it on there. One of the things that the NEA Fund can do is what's called independent expenditures, or IEs. They come in, they see something that they can do, and they can start presenting independent campaigns, television ads, or whatever else on behalf of the candidates. Speaking of that, how is that used? Well, if we look here at an individual case study, this is Congressman Tim Walz, who's actually a teacher. He's a high school teacher, and you can click it again, Mark. He's a football coach, he's a National Guardsman, and he wasn't all that political. But he wanted to get in to see President Bush speak with his students, and he was denied access. So he said, this is wrong, I need to run. And he did. And he ran as a challenger in 2006. And we can click to the next one. He was a first-time candidate. The students ran his campaign. No one thought he could win. But 2 weeks before, survey says, he was really close. And so in came the NEA Fund, along with some other folks, and they ran their IE, their independent expenditures. Click to the next one. And with Education Minnesota and the NEA's recommendation, the fund stepped in, they ran, and he won. 53% to 47%. Why is this? Why is his case so important? Is because he was the leader of the freshman class. He stopped NCLB. He was a good guy, a former teacher, and he also knew we helped him. That's why he helped us. And so the NEA Fund can make a difference. But if we look at where we are presently, when we look at the number of the amount of money that's collected from different folks, I mean, it just shows up there. Basically, we wanted to show you across NEA during the 2007 and 8 cycle, it was $2.7 million was collected. You can see the other groups as compared to them, 2.7 million members, $8 million collected. You can see the other groups, what they contributed. All right, if we click to the next one. But overall, what we wanted to look at is while there was, the $8 million, those $3.61 per member, the average person paying into the NEA Fund is paying in $52, not $3. And so we thought, as we look at it and we look at our group, from our collective here, what can we do? we looked at this audience and said, let's take the message out to our teachers, our staff, and let them know that there is this fund available for them. There is this PAC, the NEA Fund for Children, that's available.